Hello and welcome. This is Grant Hughes of Grant Hughes Investigates on YouTube. This channel evaluates all aspects of true crime. As you are aware, videos and live streams in this genre often discuss elements of crime that may be disturbing to some viewers. If necessary, take the precautions needed to avoid these feelings. Factual information related to cases is the key to fostering rational true crime discussions. Fortunately, you will find that here. Please hit the like button only once, share the video, and subscribe if you like my content. Thank you very much for watching.
Alright, anyways, back on here. I guess it would have started back up again. Yeah, it's kind of lame that they it's a surveillance footage. I was supposed to get a copy of that, the exact same. So when I get the full surveillance myself, they get to copyright that? What a joke. Jesus. It's stupid. Because that's one that I've ordered, and I was told that I could have that. Maybe I need to contact them again. Try to get that. Yeah, you can hit the like button twice. Hey, it's Christopher Marshburn. Thank you. Well, we do have a spin coming up. If anybody wants to send in $5 or more, you get to be in the spin that we're going to do for the GHI notebook with paw prints on it and everything. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah. Can't believe it. Like, why would you copyright a video that is just body camera? Nobody does that. And I played like, well, I guess what they're doing is they're just, well, I don't even know. That's crazy. They've got their name on it. That should be enough. Hey, it's Law and Crime. Everybody thanks Law and Crime every time. They're doing pretty good. Let me see if the camera's working. I don't know. Yeah, I don't see it. That's right. It's not even set up or anything. Thanks, Vicky White. Yeah, it's a whole new show. Let's see if we can reach the... I'm just kidding. There won't be any another goal. Thanks, Bruce. I always want to say holiday, but it's hold away. Like in that one movie, what was that show that says hold the door? Police that would have the copyright on that. Hey, holy crap, it's 8675309. Wait, yeah, I miss you too. Where are you right now? Don't tell me you're still on the road, okay? I mean, I'm putting in for the spin for the notebook there, 8675309. So where are you right now? Ron Pexa! Hey, we got to do all the stuff for...
Stupid as being
8675309. Where's the there it is. Alright. Oh my god, you're still there? Holy crap, man. I was about to check in with you the last couple days. Alright. There you go, there you go. We know what's really being said here. Let's not be... It's a conspiracy. Alright. Tell me about something that is special to me. I spent the afternoon and evening with my sister, and I came home to find one of you kind folks gifted me. Yeah, somebody gifted you a free membership. Oh, you bought the big kidnapper van? Did you make sure that you sealed off some of all the windows so nobody could see inside? Yeah, she sent me a picture of it. It's like a, it's kind of a, you know, it's not just a regular size van. I think it's pretty good for her though, because she can use it for when she gets back for her regular business. Let's see, where is that? Oh yeah, it's like kind of a big black. If it was white, it would have been even better though. Those are the ones that the serial killers drive. Oh, it has no windows? Let me see. Was it the one that you showed me? Oh, those aren't windows. That looks like a big window on the... They must have darkened them out. Here, can I show the picture you sent? It's pretty. There's no license plate or anything. I can probably just turn the camera around. Can I do that? Do you mind? I mean, it sort of has a window. It looks like a window, but it's not really a window, I guess. I guess it could have had a window. Is that right? Is that a good way to look at it? Like it could have had a window on it. All right, look at it. It's right here. That is a serial killer van. Look at that damn thing. Are you kidding me? But there's like a space for a window, but it's not really a window. Oh, it went off already. There we go. How about that? Right there. Nice. Oh, yeah. She'll be the second female serial killer. Yeah. Oh, you got that one. Yeah, so it looks like there's a little space that a window could go. Right? 9 feet tall. Wow. That's a huge van. There must be a lot. You could almost convert that into a living space inside of that if you ever get bored, you know? So would you guys be interested in going over the Gilgo Beach or like Rex Heuermann tomorrow? I've been watching the special on him. Man, his wife and I mean, she's nuts, man. His daughter seems like she's pretty rational though. Like so what we do tomorrow is we go over the 4 cases that aren't famous that he's associated with. And then we'll go through the documents where it kind of goes through each case and what they've got and everything. I think that'd be pretty sweet. All right. I know it's not, but like we'll do Koberger if there's some, you know, like like a really cool piece of new information coming out. I mean, that's about it. But other than that, we'll do that one. It seems like you know, like today I wanted to talk more about the video today, but I don't know. It wasn't. I don't know. I just thought you guys would have more. I mean, I guess it was just kind of self-explanatory the way it was done, so it's not really anything to talk about. Man, you could almost put a basketball hoop on that thing. 8675309. Yeah, I've done part 2. I need to watch part 3. It's just like the wife is kind of, I don't know, she's pretty clueless. And they say stupid stuff like, how could a family man be a killer? Well, I don't know. Why don't you go ahead and ask Dennis Rader? You know, any of these guys. How could a family man be a killer? There's no way. You know? I mean, we went on vacations, and sometimes he would come, and sometimes he wouldn't. But I mean, you know, why would he kill? He went to work and everything, and then he would. What are you talking about? You know. And what about that Colonel guy in Canada, right? I know they kind of glossed over that doll, at least in the part that I've seen so far. The one in the glass box, yeah, remember that? I mean, he had some crazy searches. All of his killings are timed with vacations. I mean, it's just crazy. It's really obvious. Now, I don't know when they got married, because in 1993, I'll tell you what I think, because I was going through, when my original thought was in 1993 when he killed, I think her name was Costello. Let me get the name. There's two different names that are similar. There's a Costello and just a second. I've got it right here. It's Sandra Castilla. Right? She's like the first victim that we know about. I think Rex Heuermann's killed dozens of people. I think he's killed, I bet you he's killed 50 plus. And we just might not ever know about the other ones. What is the show called? It's on Netflix, I think. Right? And what's the name of it? I forgot the name. Well, no, not Netflix. I recorded it. It was on. Shit. What channel was that on? 8675309. Yeah, he looks like an ogre. But the wife was talking about. Oh, he's so handsome. Oh, he was. So Sandra Castilla was 1993. And when he killed her, she was found, they first attributed that murder to another serial killer named Bitroff. And, you know, there was two other murders right around the same time. They were both nude, but they were bludgeoned to death, and she was strangled. And it turns out they found Heuermann's hair and a lady friend that he was living with at the time's hair. So, I mean, Heuermann, no matter where he was, somebody's hair from the family other than himself got on the victims. How crazy is that, huh? So that was on Sandra. So once they identified these hairs, they took it away from Bitroff's attribution, and now it's Rex Heuermann. And so, but in that first killing, it's interesting because he just basically strangled her to death and stabbed her in her private parts and all over the place. And he left her there. And then law enforcement was able to get her name immediately because of distinguishing tattoos and other elements. So after that, he learned to dismember the bodies and cut out the tattoos of his victims. And I guarantee you it was because of the speed that they identified the first victim that that's why he started to do that. So, and then you have this other one that they're attributing named Karen Vergata, and that's in, like, Wikipedia is doing that, but I haven't seen them, like, officially, you know, let's see. Let's see. Yes, Karen Vergata is officially identified as a victim. Oh, so I guess she is now. That's right. That's right. She is an official victim. So he's got currently, I think, 8. He's got Sandra Castilla, Karen Vergata, Jessica Taylor, Valerie Mack, and then the Gilgo 4. Is that crazy? I mean, 8 people already. Now, this guy, he was a monster, too. I mean, it's not, yeah, so he's already been given 8, currently. I didn't realize they had put her on there. Identification rule. Heuermann was charged with other murders on Long Island and was named a suspect in the murder of Maureen Brainerd Barnes. So that one's been added in. However, he was not charged in relation to Karen Vergata's death in the information available. Okay, so then why are you saying he's an official? That's you know, this is AI up at the top of Google. It says, yes, Karen Vergata is officially identified as a victim in the Gilgo Beach serial killings. Oh, okay. Though Rex Heuermann has not been charged with her murder. Okay, so, yeah, every single body on that beach is going to be along that stretch is going to be Rex Heuermann's. You know, like there's an Asian male that was found there. Of course, he killed that person. Also, like I've got the map up here. It's pretty crazy. You go all the way over here. This will just be kind of like a precursor for tomorrow. But I covered this case like 8 years ago or something. And I put pins where all of the bodies were found. And it's pretty crazy. Like if you go along here and you have to use Google Maps to do this. But so that little, what's the name I have next to that? Oh, Vergata skull found. So I guess you go here. I don't know if that's marked. Let's see what happens. I go down the street view right there. And now the road's totally different. So you have to go back to these other dates. So go back to like 2012 would be a good one. And there's nothing there currently. Let's see if that's what that is. Looks like that's just a sign. But it's really interesting here. I'll keep that right there. But if you go down here to this area, Amber Costello. So let's just look at and try to find that shape of the water on Google Maps, just down the stream there, road, or you know, down the road a little bit. I think that looks good. Yep. So I go about like just off to the right. So right here, go down to here, and then we'll switch it over to the 2012. And then there's these little flowers that people put on the side of the road in various places. I think I almost think I can see it up there, not sure. I wonder if it's 2019. There, that's that it? No, this is when they're about to redo it. I wonder if they got rid of that. Yeah, there used to be these flowers and everything set up at various spots. Let me see. See, there should be all along that spot. Starting, yeah, maybe it's a little bit further than I was looking at. So right around in here, we should be able to, if we go to 2012, kind of just go down here, and then on the side of the road on the left, you can see where each of the bodies was. Got to go back to 2012 again. I wonder if they got rid of the Google Earth that had that. There it is right there. See? And then right here it says like Marine Barnes. Yeah, Megan Waterman or Marine Barnes. See, there's an AC, but then Marine Barnes right there. And see, there's a cross on the ground. And I think the next one we would find on the left might be Megan Waterman coming up. This is where he tossed all the bodies. He had to keep switching it back to 2012. Wait, was that it? Oops. Yeah, so that was... it's not letting me move it around right. Yeah, so that looks like that's a different one. Marine Barnes maybe is that one. Or it could be... I thought that was Megan Waterman. Anyways, let's just keep going down. Looks like I see another one right there. See that? Isn't that nuts? To see that like that close he was throwing these bodies. That's Barnes right there. And then further down, so Amber Costello was back that direction. Further. Yeah, I mean, the only reason those bodies were found was because of the search for Gilbert, you know, like Shannon Gilbert, I think is her name. That's the only reason. I mean, other than that, they weren't going, they would never even have been looking anywhere near any of this stuff. So I think there's other spots that Rex Heuermann has dumped bodies and other places he's killed people, and they just haven't found those spots now. I bet you a lot of the missing sex workers between 93 and 2007 that are unaccounted for from the New York area are Rex Heuermann is responsible for those. No doubt about it. Yeah, so there's this Asian male right there, in between Megan Waterman and Jessica Taylor. And the Asian male, by the way, was a cross-dresser, and so another sex worker likely. And then also, Heuermann looked up that, like as part of his little sexual fantasies. He was looking up like Asian, like I can't remember exactly the term he used, but. And then Jessica Taylor is right here. That's a weird one, because part of her body was found there, and the rest of her body was found in a way over, I think, I'm not sure if it was right here where the torso was found. Hers is kind of confusing. Let me just try to find the other spot. No, to be honest, I think I actually have in my folder here, I have the answer to that. She's one of the ones I thought that was found out here, part of her body. Where was that? Yeah, right here. Right, there it is. So part of her body was found out here. That's where Valerie Mack, her torso was found. And this is after he learned to, get rid of marks and so forth. And then Jessica Taylor it was part of her body was found there. And then the rest of her body was found on Gilgo Beach over here, right there. So it's obvious that Heuermann is connected to all of these. I mean, here's Sandra Castilla was right there, but her whole body was there, and that's sort of, it's in Long Island. It's 40 miles away from over here, but I mean, it's just crazy, man. He's all over the place. So, maybe you guys will find that interesting if we go over that tomorrow, if there's no breaking news in the Koberger case that we're doing. All right? It should be pretty interesting. Like Sandra Castilla is really interesting. I have this many articles on her because they start correlating him with Bitroff. She's really pretty, I thought, this girl right here. And he just, a nightmare. But John Bitroff right here is a serial killer. And he killed, I guess he only had 2 victims, but they refer to him as a serial killer. Maybe there could be more out there, I don't know. But the other 2 were right at the same time. 1993. It's pretty weird. See that Castilla's body was found. See, I'm not sure why this is even still on here. Was charged with, so why bother with that? I mean, just get rid of it off of his thing. Glad to be part of this wonderful freak fam. Hope to see more at CrimeCon. Cool. Oh, what do you think of CrimeCon? I've had a booth there twice. I probably would have gone this year if there wasn't going to be the Koberger trial, so I didn't plan on it. And it's too, you got to get it takes a while to get that booth. Because there's people already there. I saw Susan Hendricks take a video of Vinny and Stephanie Harlow. I don't know if he's going to be her. I like he's got the best narration voice. Right? I mean, he's so good. Every time you watch that show, it's like, man, he just nails it. He can make, I think Keith Morrison could make taking a crap seem really interesting. You know what I mean? You know what would be funny? Is if he would do a spoof of himself, like on Saturday Night Live, and do something that's just totally mundane, but have him talk like that, you know? I think that'd be hilarious. Well, Peaches is, that is a weird one because it's right in the same area. But they also aren't linking the Asian male. They also haven't linked Vergata. I think Vergata was right over here, if I remember right. I thought Karen Vergata was sort of near his house. Yeah, man, it's hard to remember some of this stuff. Let me type that in. Oh, so she was dismembered also. Vergata's... Oh, that's right. She's on Fire Island, I think. So her head was found in this park here. And then... Isn't her body that's way out here? Like right here on Fire Island in Davis Park. I can't remember. Oh no, her skull was found over here. Right in the middle of all this stuff. I mean, so come on. I mean, her skull is found there, and then the rest of her body is found way over here. I mean, classic Rex Heuermann move, putting part of her body somewhere else. And that was 1996. So you got to figure after he did killed Castilla, Castilla, he was like, So that was probably maybe the first time he split the, parts around Vergata. And that one worked for him because they still haven't connected him directly to him. But it's got to be connected, right? I mean, it's pretty obvious. Hey, it's a troll burger. All right. Jeez. What'd she say? Haven't seen him. Saw Stephanie Harlow. I don't really watch her that as much as I never really watched her that much, but I don't know, it's kind of weird with all that whole husband thing that happened there. Yeah, great. It just kicked off. Where does it kick off at? I don't remember them doing kickoffs. It was just sort of like, it starts on Friday. Like, I think it goes the whole day Friday, whole day Saturday, and then Sunday is half a day. When they arrest him today. He's already been arrested. What do you mean? Oh, I have that video of him being arrested. Yeah, it's pretty funny, actually. Let me see if I can see it. You... Got so many files in here. That's it right there. Okay, look at this. He's walking just down the road. I think this guy right here is part of the squad that picks him up. Thanks, Trollburger. And, I mean, I just think that because he sort of seems to be walking right behind him. And then he, it's almost like he's making sure he doesn't do something. See that he kind of, and then these like almost FBI agents come in from the front. It's pretty cool. Here, watch. There he is right there. Just walking like the big doofus. And then here they come. He's probably noticing some people. And then that guy that I was just looking at, he's behind probably just to make sure. And then he kind of cuts off. So he was definitely part of that. And now they're arresting Rex Heuermann right there. Isn't that cool? Yeah. Pretty sweet. What do you mean campfire? Where would they be doing a campfire at? Yeah, starts tomorrow at noon. There must have been like hundreds of people there then. At a s'mores campfire, huh? You know, there's actually a street view somewhere. I don't remember where it is. Well, maybe I do have it. Let's see. Where he's in street view talking to some girl. It'd be interesting if I had that somewhere. Is that it? No. That's an address associated with him at one time. Yeah, there's like a street view that if you go on a certain date, you can see him talking to somebody. It's in the documentary. I know, I've seen that. Remember we played that video a long time ago? When he was talking, he just seemed like... He was kind of creepy, though, some of the things he'd say. This one guy told a story that he was at a range with them, and you know, Heuermann brought some of his guns, and then he heard it click. Heuermann heard the other guy hold up a gun, and he went running back to him with the gun on him and said, "What are you doing? What are you doing?" It's really creepy. Like he was about to shoot this guy, and he goes, "Man, I could see that's that anger, the other side of him that came out." It was weird. All right. Well, anyways, I'm going to do the spin now on the wheel, you guys. Let's see. Where is it up here? Wheel of names. Well, this is for a notebook. All right. Here we go. Whoever wins gets the notebook. All right. We already did a full 2 hours and 20 minutes, and then my stream got shut down. And now we're back on again. So we're about getting close. We're probably over the 3 hours anyways. So here we go. Who's going to win? These are the people that sent 5 or more in. Here we go. You can even hear it. Look at it. It's going to land on 8675309. Is it almost there? Oh, it's Alley Cake. All right. Alley Cake, man. Who doesn't deserve one more than Alley Cake, huh? Awesome. Don't forget to send me your address, Alley Cake. Very cool. Alley Cake's always like here all the time. Even on when we're just absolutely struggling. She'll throw a super chat out there, and maybe that starts other people helping the channel. Yeah. I don't know if she's still here. I think maybe after the show got shifted over. So anyways, thanks everybody. I really appreciate you guys being here tonight. 8675309, you know. It'd be cool to hear what the hell's been going on. Maybe we'll talk tomorrow or something if you have time. Man, that's crazy. You're still there. How long has it been now? like a month and a half. You almost want to move there at this point. Let's see. The Trollberger images. Yeah. Yeah, cool. All right, you guys. Well, thanks for being here since June. Jesus. That's like 2.5 months. All right. Anyways, thanks for being here, everybody. Appreciate it. I appreciate you guys. And, you know, I know some nights are harder to reach the goals, etc., whatever. I try, though. I try to do it because I know what it takes at the end of the month to be able to give out of the channel's income. If I don't do that, we're not doing that. That doesn't happen. So we try to make it. That's why I'm making videos and we do the live streams to see, combining them together. You know, like last month when we gave out 5,500, that was a huge portion of all the super chats that came in, I would say. But I guess I don't really have a way to thank everybody from the previous show, except you can see them on the wheel there. I already thanked them when they came in, but I'll do it again for the people on. So we've got, oh yeah, I did see that story. I did want to say that I was actually talking to Dr. Colleen Fitzpatrick today, and I meant to tell her that in the April Tinsley case that we covered, John Miller, I would call that guy a serial killer, even though that was the only one they're known to have done. That guy was a monster. He died in prison, so you know, it couldn't happen to a nicer guy. What an idiot. So yeah, I saw that earlier today. Poor John Miller. Boy, we all care. What an absolute pile of shit. That's one of the cases that very few that got me emotionally. You know, when you see that cute little mischievous looking April Tinsley, and then knowing that this guy, the crap that he was doing, that just, man, it's horrendous. Horrendous. You know? I mean, I don't know what it is. Every time, like, whenever I see this one picture, I'll show you. It's always the same one that they, it's just so cute. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but see right there? Like, look at that right there. I mean, is that the most mischievous looking kid you've ever seen? But like, probably just cute and mischievous. So you're just thinking, wow, she's so, and this monster, absolutely, you know, just, it's crazy. And it was really weird because I remember it was something like 2 years after the murders, he wrote, yeah, right there on a barn, he wrote, so there's a barn in the area. He says, I kill 8-year-old April Tinsley. You know, and then he wrote these other notes. I've been watching you. He put these on a bicycle in this other town on these girls' bikes. He was taunting police. The FBI nailed it. They said he lived exactly where he lived in the particular area. They said he probably lived near a school or something. Boom. I mean, absolutely crushed it. I mean, it was one of probably the best profiles you'd ever read in your life. But you know, it wasn't until I'm not really sure what led them to, you know, that's the part I don't remember. Like, why did they check his DNA in the garbage can? Like, what was the tip? Or maybe I think it was was it FGG in this case? Yeah, that's right, the semen, that's right, he put semen in condoms and left them on bicycles with these notes. So they were able to, I think, using forensic genetic genealogy, lead back to him. And you guys ever seen him? Here, watch what he looks like here. He looks like an ogre. I mean, he makes Rex Heuermann look like Brad Pitt. Look at this guy. Especially in this picture right here. This is the one I always look at. Look at this picture right here. I mean, he's He does make Rex Heuermann look good. Look at this guy. Whew. Imagine. Oh, boom. And he's dead now. Yeah, look at that guy. Jesus. Oh, man, this guy's a pile of crap. Let's see. John Miller accused of brutally... let's see. Miller is accused. He was initially in court. DNA evidence linked to an open genealogical database narrowed the suspect's search to 59-year-old John D. Yes, that was using GEDmatch. The abduction and death of 8-year-old April Tinsley that finally culminated in arrest. I mean, what a crazy story. Because remember, she was playing outside with her friend and it was raining. So she goes back and gets an umbrella. And this pickup truck came by. And then somehow she ended up in that. And then they found her shoe and her body on this road. And then one of the notes, the note on the barn said, "Did you find her other shoe?" I mean, so he was absolutely taunting police, and he was nowhere near. I talked to at CrimeCon in, I think it was the first one I went to in Louisiana. I talked to Cece Moore was there, and I was talking to her on the side about this case here, and she said that, oh yeah, he's nowhere near as dumb as he tries to portray. He's like really good Roku player. Like he's sitting there going all this, and he talks all stupid and shit, but he's not like that at all. Yeah. Yeah, he's not even close. So that was way back in 2018, just after the Golden State Killer. Crazy, huh? But it's cool that they got answers for the mom and the rest of the family. So, anyways, thanks everybody for being here tonight. We'll see you tomorrow. Hopefully we get to do Rex Heuermann. You know, but obviously if there's breaking news, some earth-shattering information coming out, and the Koberger case, we're going to have to do that, because that's the main case that we're covering. But we'll definitely start getting into Rex Heuermann. We'll go over all the documents again, and we'll figure it all out. Put it all together. All right. Awesome. All right, everybody. Well, thank you for being here. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks, everybody who helped support the channel, and everybody else who was here for hitting the like button. Share the video and subscribe. And as I always say, until next time, be safe out there. And a 1 and a 2 and a 3. And a 4 and a 5 and a 6 and a 7 and an 8 and a 9
and a 10 and 11 and a 12. Please, Gray, didn't leave me a lot of numbers to say.
Well, you can just keep saying numbers. Go up to 50 if you want to.
Okay, 14 and a 15 and a 16.
Would you shut the hell up, man? What the hell are you doing?
I'm a certified human lie detector. Gonna get ya on a stretcher if you try and play me like an old projector.
A crime sector, that is my nectar. Professor Gray is gonna give another lecture. Crime collector, freak connector, and I'm always gonna be a protector.
Fool deflector, interceptor,
and I'm meaner
than a spectre with a vector on his pector. With all respect, y'all,
just remember,
I've a temple fucking check ya. I have no agenda, I'm no pretender, and I'll serve it to you straight without the blender. And in the end,
What are you doing,
I'm
Mary
gonna
Lou?
send ya on a mission to reveal the
I don't know what I'm doing. I'm
offender.
trying to sing. Hey, what are you doing?
Yeah, so I'll just get right back to work. all
Did
right?
Paulette tell me to go to bed? Is that what that is? Is that a bed? She told me to go to bed? They told me to go to bed.
Yeah, she did, because you suck, Mary Lou.
That's not very nice.
I know. But are you going to be okay?
I'm going to be fine. Good night, everybody.
Ah! She did it again. She did it again. Whew. Wow. Unbelievable. A fake cry. She's so good at that. You know, you feel sorry for her for a moment. And then when you say, are you really crying? She just sounds like, you know, completely interrupts the crying and sounds normal. That's bull crap. All right. See you guys later.
Good night, everybody. Gee.
What a weirdo. What a freaking weirdo, man.